What's going on, people? It's GBP baby. The time is 11:46 p.m. in London. Well, London time. I'm not actually in London, not yet. Anyway, it's still the 2nd of May 2023, and yeah, I want to say hello to all my new subscribers. I know I've only got like another 5 of you subscribed recently, so hello, welcome. Um, Today we're going to be looking at GBP and Euro mainly. I am obviously going to dabble with Dixie. I've had this marked out for a while now. This is a bullish order block. We haven't actually traded down to it yet, so and we've just taken out these highs today. These relative equal highs here, here. So we just traded through that. So that means I can imagine it's looking for sell side PD arrays, which is why I have this marked out here as a potential target. I will drop that to the 4-hour. This is actually my first time looking at Dixie, so we'll have a little look. You can see, obviously, like it's quite consolidated, as in it's very messy price action. So I don't want to say too much because you can see it's a state. Obviously, we've got FOMC tomorrow, so interest rates and stuff. Guys, stay out of the market right now. Like it's not worth it. I tend not to trade. I don't trade these weeks. Next week, I'll definitely be. I think I'll be trading, and I'll show you what executions I'll be making and stuff. So but as for this week, I'm just going to carry on speculating. That's what we do. So this, let's make this a different color. This is a closer order block, which I can see us trading into, and then this is obviously the bigger daily order block, the red box, and I want to see us trade into that. I am going to mark the 50% level because although I'm expecting us to trade into it, I do want it to show support for higher prices because that's what I've been what do you call it? That's my bias, is higher dollar. So I want to see it trade down to the 50% level. So now that that's marked out, we can drop down to the hourly and have a little look. Yeah. So we have this clear liquidity void. I can imagine price is going to draw to that, and then we do have a swing low here. It's possible it might take out sell stops and then trade higher, but I'm not going to say too much. Like again, FOMC is tomorrow, so. But overall, like yes, I am expecting higher dollar, as I've been saying since Sunday. Let's go to GBP. Now, GBP, I'd had this marked out in yesterday's video. I don't know if you watched it. If not, go check it out. But I had this marked out. This is a 4-hour order block. Yep, 4-hour bullish order block. You see we traded through it today, and it showed no support around 50% level. It traded completely through it. However, you can see that volume did remain within the order block. So as far as I'm concerned, like although we did trade lower and take out these lows, these stops here and here, I haven't seen a full break of structure yet. If we get an aggressive down trade tomorrow, then of course we have breaking structure and we can 100% be bearish. And also I wasn't expecting us to trade through this 50% level anyway, but now that we have, this is where your trading skills come into action, because it's being able to recognize that okay, what I wanted to happen didn't happen, therefore I'm now expecting this X, Y, and Z. So because there was no support showing around this level which I wanted to see, although we're consolidated here, I no longer think that we're going to be reaching up into these highs anymore. I will look at the entire range and we can see where premium rests. So obviously above 50% is premium. We have a nice fair value gap here. So I'm going to mark that out as a potential target. I'm going to get rid of this. Get rid of this. Get rid of this. We can get rid of this. So this fair value gap, I'd like to see price draw to and then turn away, because like I said, we have, although volume hasn't broken structure, we did trade below these lows here, which is showing the bearish nature, which would be supportive of the overall bullish bullish bias I have with dollar. So I'm going to mark out these swing highs over here as buy side liquidity. And yes, there is still buy side liquidity up here, and I do still have these levels marked out. But when we compare GBP to Euro, let's see, you'll notice that Euro is already showing the level of weakness that GBP simply just isn't. So if anything, GBP needs to catch up with Euro because Euro's closer correlated with Dixie. Euro and Dixie are closer correlated than Pound and Dixie. Therefore, Pound's going to be the one that needs to catch up. So let me try and find an example for me to explain more clearly what I mean. So this, obviously, I think I've pointed this out on Sunday. You should watch Sunday's video as well. But as Pound was making this this high here, you can see Euro failed to make a higher high, or didn't make a significant higher high, and dollar also didn't make a significant lower low, therefore indicating that dollar and Euro are the ones that are in sync. But we can see that Euro did trade aggressively higher today, and it looks like it's starting to push towards these stops resting here. So I am going to mark that as potential target, but we'll look at Euro after. I don't want to complicate us too much. So what am I looking for? I'm looking for this area to be traded to. I don't really want to see it trade above that. I want to see, this is clearly a bearish order block, so I want to see this used as a I want to see this respected and price turn away from that. We do still have the 50% level of Monday's range, which I explained yesterday, so I am going to drag that out into Wednesday, because again, I stated how these levels are referenced, so I'm expecting price to trade up to around this 50% level, which will be referenced in this day, and then trade away from it accordingly. This is a very strong bearish order block, so trading through it realistically into these levels doesn't seem very, viable anymore. So I'm going to get rid of these for now. I do want to keep my eye on this, but we'll come back to that when we next time we're trading up into those levels. I don't think we're going to be going back up there anymore. So let's just make this a little bit more clear. I'm also going to mark out Sunday's open. That should have already been marked out, to be honest, but hey ho. There we go. And then if we look at the total range that we've traded since Sunday's opening, you can see that we've traded into a discount, and where that midpoint of Monday is, it's lying where our optimal entry is, and there's a massive fair value gap resting above that on the hourly. So in fact, I'm going to move my target to here. I'd like to see price trade up there and take out this buy side liquidity on the way up. And obviously, as you can see, if we look at the total range that we're trading in, this is premium. And before we start to trade lower, I do want to see us offer a premium. So that makes sense. We also broke structure here. This swing high. These are the little things, like this swing high here. These are what you need to be able to recognize for you to understand that bias. So you see how we traded through this swing high. This is bullish behavior. So now I'm not expecting price really to come any lower than this before trading above this high here, and then into this liquidity and into this fair value gap accordingly. I am going to mark this out as well. There we go. So yeah, let me just give you an overall summary, because I think it might have gone over your heads. Monday we traded lower. Tuesday we continued to trade lower, and then we had a reversal during as New York started around 8 AM. We didn't trade much higher during New York, however we did break structure, showing a change in direction. I do want to see volume start to push through here, though we don't, because as you can see, volume still remained below this level. So it's possible that it might engineer some liquidity, take out a few more lows, and then move higher. We've got some buy side liquidity resting here, a fair value gap, and obviously the 50% level of Monday's trading day, which again, the high, the low, high, open and close, gets referenced. So through the algorithm, for example, the low of Monday, this was the low of Monday here. Let me make it clear, and you can see how price traded right to that, and that's what I mean by the algorithm referencing these levels. So like it knows that that's the low of yesterday, it traded to it, and look what happened. Volume remained below it. It's just that tomorrow I want to see price trade through it and into the 50% level of Monday's trading. Obviously we've got the high, mid and low of Tuesday, but I'm not really too fussed because of how consolidated it was, so I'm not really seeing as much importance right now necessarily. These are clear relative equal highs, and yeah, Fibonacci again, this is optimal trade entry up here, so there's a lot of confluence. And also, as this is trading higher into that, I'd like to see dollar be trading lower into this liquidity void. So these are all reasons why I'm expecting price to trade higher tomorrow. Like, I hope you can understand that, like, it's not just one thing, one A or B. It's not black or white. It's simply understanding that all these things come together in order to give me a bias. So we'll see tomorrow. But obviously, like I said, Fed announcement, interest rate decisions, like it's gonna be hectic, and you know, it's not as, probability falls off in these conditions. So I'm not gonna be 100% confident right now, obviously. But anyway, let's go to where are we going to next. Euro. Maybe that's the front. How long we've been going? We're going 11 minutes already. Wow. Okay, let's check out Euro. So Euro, we can see you traded. Let's start with the daily. So I had this order block marked out, and we've traded down into it again, but volume is still remaining above it. So it's things like this again. We can see constant, like here, constant support from this order block here. Volume is constantly staying above it, so there's no reason we should be bearish on Euro just yet. There's some relative equal highs resting up there, I believe. Yep, there's some highs here. Obviously Euro's a lot more consolidated and a lot more squished, so to speak, so that I don't, again, in terms of where it's trading to, I don't want to say too much, but it's just recognizing that, you know, this order block showing support, so until this gets broken, I'm bullish, which again supports my bias. Bullish in the short term, that is, as in I'm waiting for a swing high before the bigger movement downward. Yeah, man. I don't know what much to say. Here we should mark out the this is a breaker here. So I wouldn't be surprised if tomorrow we'll be sweating down here and then traded higher. But again, looking at how consolidated we are, Euro, I don't really want to talk too much about. GBP is a lot more clean, as in because of how excessive it's been. I can kind of, you know, I can see the levels a bit more clearly as to where I'd expect price to be referring to. But yeah, I think that's pretty much it. Tomorrow, this one has been quite rushed. Obviously we've got FOMC tomorrow, so tomorrow is going to be a lot more detailed video. Probably be about 20 minutes long, and I'll go into a lot more detail of, you know, the ins and outs. But GBP I'm most confident on right now, just in general. That's how we do it, man. GBP baby. Thank you guys for watching. Again, thank you to all the new subscribers. I hope this was a little bit insightful, and stick around for more. Peace.